Hello, everybody, and thank you for watching the team call, and thank you, Jocelyn, for being on the team call. Tonight, we are going to be talking about Asana, and if you're in the recruiting dash, or the last recruiting dash, I know for sure that it was talked about in the last recruiting dash for sure. So if you are not in the recruiting dash, this is a really great video for you to watch, and it's just another way to organize your business, and I absolutely can't wait for you guys to watch it. So thank you, Lindsay, for being on the call, and I'm just going to let you go ahead and jump right in if you want to share a little bit about yourself, and then go ahead and get into the call.
Okay. I'm Lindsay Bauer, and I'm a 1-star diamond coach, pretty close to 2-star, pushing for that. So I have just been really consistently using Asana, at least probably since May, and definitely for posting and customers, and it has really just changed my business. So I think when we get busy, we tend to drop those two things off. Like, I'll not be consistent with my posting, and I'll not be contacting my customers. And so with Asana and setting it up this way, I am consistently doing it every single day, and my posts are very intentional. And a lot of times my posts are actually, like what I post today might be something that I created last week in Asana. And so if I'm really good, I'll be working ahead on my posts for the coming week. So that's what I really like about it. So I will share my screen so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. See if I can find it. All right, so can you see that? Just nod your head, Shwana, if you can see it. Okay, so this is what basically Asana looks like. And over to the left-hand side, you can see there are various projects that I've added. And one of my projects that I added was posting schedule and groups. So this is the one that I use the most, and it takes a minute to download. Like, when you go in, it'll show up as a list, which I think is really hard to read. Like, it's not really in order. I like this calendar version better. So I hit the calendar button, and that's when it shows me the list, of your days like it would on a calendar. So if you go back, you can see if I can move you guys so I can do this. Okay. If I scroll back, you can see all the posts that I've scheduled. I mean, you don't really schedule them because this isn't a tool that will post them for you. You're just getting them ready in here, basically. So I'll show you one for an example. So if you want to create one, you just click in this box. So for September 1st, if I wanted to create one, it would pop up like this. I'm going to give it a name. So say I want to post my workout. So I post my workout, and then any content that I want, I would put in there. So I'll show you some finished ones. So like for next week, you can see I already have, on the 7th, I have a motivation post. I have a veggie pizza one, which is the content is on my blog. So I also want to make sure I'm posting it there. Then on Tuesday, I have a motivation one. I have a transformation Tuesday one. So also what I use this for is, so when I create all of my posts, I can assign someone to post them for me, and I have an assistant who does that for me. So you can see her picture is right here. So when I went in and created this, let me show you. So I added my picture that I want to use, and I added my content. So she would go in here on Monday and copy and paste that content. I even put in my hashtags. So there's an app, an Asana app that you can do. I could be at the grocery store and be like, oh yeah, I was going to post that. So I'll go to my Asana app. I'll copy and paste my content and hashtags, and I'll put it in Instagram with my photo. So the photo is in here, or it might already be in my phone, or like I said, my assistant Amanda can do that because it's already in there. So what's really cool is Amanda goes in Sunday night to see which ones I have set up, and she'll go in and put a time down. So she'll get a notification to post it for me. So you can add a time. So usually I do my motivation ones at 7 o'clock in the morning. So if I put 7 a.m., now she's going to get a notification. about 7 o'clock to post this for me. So, but what's really cool is that, say you missed posting one, like tonight, I wanted to post this clean eating challenge one, and it's gray boxed right now, which tells me I didn't finish it. So if I click on it, I have content, but I never created a picture for it. So I'm not going to post it tonight. Instead, I'm going to move it to tomorrow when I have time to create the picture. And sometimes I'll assign Amanda, and sometimes I won't, because maybe like tomorrow I know she's traveling, so I'm probably going to do posting. But I never assign a person. I leave it gray until it's completely finished. That's just a way that it tells me I didn't finish it. So what's also cool is, since I post so many motivational ones, I can reuse those. So if I go back up to June, when I think I first started using this for posting, most people aren't going to remember something that I've posted. So, you know, something that far back, that a motivational thing, people just like those. So if I keep scrolling up here, all right, so here's June 1st is about when I started. It looks like when I started doing that. So I can go and click on this one that I've already completed and see what it is and say, hey, I kind of like that one. I kind of want to reuse that. So now I can move it from June 8th. Maybe I want to plan this and do it clear in October. I'm going to redo this one in October. That way I already have a post for October 5th. And I can mark it incomplete. You know, it's not complete. That check mark means that we completed it. So now I can move it, and it'll show up in October 5th, which is pretty cool. So some of them I put content in, other ones I don't. Like this one here says 6-day shred starts. That's just a reminder for me that I'm going to do a 6-day shred. So when I'm planning my month and I'm putting 6-day shred, here I've got a sneak peek week that's going to start. When I'm planning my posts back here, I can look forward and see those things and say, okay, here I need to post about my 6-day shred. Here I need to post about my challenge group. And that's kind of where I get a lot of my content. So for September, I haven't done it yet, but I should have sat down and put in, you know, and left the gray box and said, I'm going to post here about my challenge group, and then later filled in that content. So I do themes, if you haven't noticed, like Mondays I do Meal Monday, Tuesday I do Transformation, Wednesday I do Shakeology Spotlight, Thursday I do like Thirsty Thursday and do like a Shakeology recipe. And so those I create in advance, and I type them all up on my blog. So the content is not in here, but see, Amanda knows that my Thirsty Thursday is going to be in my blog as a draft. So she'll go out and she'll look in my drafts and she'll say, okay, today we're doing chocolate raspberry cheesecake. She will post that for me in my blog, tie it back to Pinterest, post it to Instagram and Facebook for me. So that's all done through her. It's really, really quick for her to do, but it just takes something off of me. But I create all the content. She's just posting it for me. So that's pretty much how I run this. But it's so nice when you're going to be on vacation. Like when I went to Summit, I planned out almost all my posts for 2 weeks because I knew I was going to be so busy. Now, you know, there's real-time things. Like when I was at Summit, I posted things that happened there. And there's things that happened with my kids that I post that happened today. But a lot of my things, you know, like I think this breakfast picture that I'm posting tomorrow was something I actually ate today. I took a picture of it and then I added it to Asana. So pretty much I take pictures of everything and then I use them later in Asana when I sit down and write out my posts. That's kind of how I do that. So that's pretty much posts. We can do questions at the end. So if you have something, maybe write it down and I'll switch over to the customer list. So the other task that I have in here is my customer list. And again, when you pull up your customer list, it shows you in this list, which I don't like. It's really hard to read. So I have them set up in my calendar of who I'm supposed to be talking to each day. And then I move them. So like tomorrow, I have all these people in here. And some of them are going to have notes by them because I've talked to them. And some of them are going to be new people. Let me try to find one so you can kind of see. So this person here on Friday, I've been talking to her for a while, and it kind of just says, like on 8/6, I started forming her. I don't have to go into the details because all that's in Facebook when I pull up her messages. 8/9, I checked in with her. 8/20, I asked her about school for her daughter because I noticed that she posted a kindergarten picture and she was really emotional about it. So I asked her about that. And so then when I talk to her on Friday, I'll write another note and hit comment. And then I'll move her to the next Friday or to a month from now, depending on what we talked about. If I ask her to be in my challenge group and she says, well, I can't do it right now, I might follow up with her then, you know, in October, or ask her, can I follow up with you in October? Or just kind of get a feel for that, and then I'll just place them somewhere. So because I started doing this, I don't know, it was in like March or May, I can't remember when I started doing it. Like it's constantly revolving. I constantly have people to talk to. And as I add new people in Facebook, then I add them in here. So like today, I really already did my Wednesday contacts, but I also noticed that I had 4 people that approved my friend request. So I went ahead and added them in here. So I might go ahead and just contact them tonight. But if I don't, I'm just going to move them to another day. It's not like a big deal. So you can see, I mean, all through the months, like I have people even into October that I'm talking to. I already have names on a lot of those. And some of them are new customers. Some of them are follow-ups. I just keep them all in one, and I kind of know what's going on with them, you know, based on my notes and then going back to Facebook. I just like that I can move them or I can work ahead. So yeah, that's what I did today, actually. I did Wednesday and Thursday's contacts today. And then I added people as they accepted my friend requests. So tomorrow I can catch up with those. That's what I do in my power hour, is my contacts mostly. So trying to think. What else? So, I mean, I keep everything in here. Even my daily tasks are in here. I know wasn't really scheduled to go over this, but every day I have my task list in here. So for tomorrow, it already shows what I'm doing. I need to do 300 likes. I need to add 2 friends to Facebook, and so I can check those off every day as I do them. And these are basically my power hour tasks, with the exception of team recognition I usually do on Thursday. So there'll be some different things, but you can set these up as reoccurring. So I don't have to type them in every day. They just show up automatically. So when I wake up in the morning, my phone says, you have 23 uncompleted tasks. So then I know that. So you do get reminders. And it's nice that you can use it on your phone too. So I think that pretty much covers it, unless you guys have questions, and I'd be happy to go through anything else that you see in here.
I do. Thank you so much. So I do have a question. So when you were showing us, you know, your combos with the people that you had, the notes that you were leaving, like asking about, you know, the school day, asking about those things, it saves those notes in there for you?
Yep.
Like, okay.
Yep.
Like all the notes that you've made on like one person, it'll just keep keep a log of like what you and this person have talked about, right?
Right. And you can type as much as you want. I just keep it simple. Hey, I checked in. Like,
because you have it over on.
I'm going to go back to that. Right. And I'm going to go back and read through kind of what we talked about. I'm trying to think of someone that I've been talking to for a long time that might be in here, that I would have lots of notes. Maybe this person here. Some people I talk to weekly. Sometimes I have to. Like, I know I'm talking to her. All these comments are right here. If you click on those 4 more comments, you can scroll up and see all the other ones.
Okay, that is so much. That's like really, I like that because I feel like it's just so much more organized. I will tell you that I mostly use Google Drive, but I'm definitely going to give Asana a try because it looks like it keeps, the way that it's set up with my Google Drive, I feel like you have to search for people, and knowing that this is kind of like right there in your face and very organized on when you added them rather than having to like put in the date, and it has it there for you. So yeah, this is really cool. I didn't know that Asana was set up. I guess I missed this part. I heard it was great, but I guess I missed this part in the // last time. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying out Asana. It's very neat. This is like teaches coaches how to track. So do you track other things in your business with Asana or just these things?
Well, I have some other things in here. Like I have this lead welcome email that I keep in here. So like Sunday afternoons, I'll look to see what leads I had for the week and I'll send them the lead email. And so I just keep it in here because then I can do it from anywhere. So the copy of my content for that email is in here and I just copy and paste it then.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And then I have like some inviting scripts in here. Like this is like an objection. I can't afford to be in a challenge group. Okay, well, what's the answer to that? So then I can copy and paste this answer into Facebook instead of retyping it every single time and just tweaking it. I don't use this enough. I should use it more, but here's like challenge group details. Cause you know, you say the same thing every month about, well, what is a challenge group? So here is all the information about that. I actually have a whole challenge group in here. If I didn't want to use Hootsuite, I could go and use this, which I did last month and it worked pretty well. So all my week 0 posts are in here with the picture. So here's what I would post on Monday. You have to click over here to get the content. So then actually Amanda, my assistant, copied and pasted all this stuff in here. So that was really nice. So I can do this from anywhere, just copy and paste and start a challenge group and not have to pull up the guide every time. So this is just one challenge group script. This was one that we created on our own, just with our team. But you could take the challenge group guide from, you know, the back office and enter it in here.
Right.
I think my GSR, new coach steps, I have those in here. So what you do first when you have a new coach is you send your new coach a welcome email and attach the About Me questions. And so if I click on that, here is all the documents that I need for my GSR.
Okay, that's really awesome. Like that's really so organized and it's all in one spot. Like I will say I like Google Drive, but I just feel like I love how this is kind of, for me, it's compact. I don't know how to, I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like it's compact, like everything's like right there. So that's
what I felt about Google Drive too. I was so lost. I had to search for stuff. I thought I was gonna like change a document if I went into it. And so it was just so confusing to me to have to log people on a spreadsheet. I love this better, just moving people around and always having someone to talk to. If I didn't have this, I probably wouldn't talk to people every day because it just takes the guesswork out of it. Anytime someone accepts my friend request, I can automatically stick them in on a day. And it makes it super easy that I'm not forgetting someone. I can automatically just do that.
Okay, so does this coordinate to your phone, right? You said?
Yes, so then you get the Asana app and it looks a little different than this. It's not as user-friendly, I'll say, but it's still, I mean, once you figure it out, it works just fine. So yeah, the one thing I would say that I learned kind of the hard way is like, you have to hit the comment button to actually keep your content in there. So let me see if I can find one. Well, I'll just type them. If I pull this one up, if you type your content in there, say whatever it is, you know, you can see it on your computer just fine when you pull it up. But if you pull this up on your phone, you're not going to see your content because I didn't technically save it, which is hitting this comment button. That's what saves it in there.
Okay.
But you can, this is where you assign your person. This is where you change the date and at a time. This is, I mean, you can delete it if you decide you don't want it in there. This is where you add your picture. You can save it, like this could be like your favorite. So you can do lots of different things in there. And so you can add team members in here. Like I only have Amanda, I think, in here because she's my assistant. But if you look over here on the left-hand side, I have a lot of my team members in here that I share things with. So they can have access to my lead welcome email and my GSR steps, and they can copy and paste them themselves, which most of them created their own account and copied and pasted it and stuck it in their own Asana. So they don't really need to use mine anymore. So.
Oh, okay. Very cool. So while I have you, can I ask you like what all your assistant does?
Yeah, she doesn't do a lot. I mean, she does a lot for me, but I don't have, not like Sarah, you know. Mostly she does my posting for me. If I create the content, she'll go in and post it to Facebook and Instagram for me. She does my 300 Instagram likes a day. Trying to think what else. She does my team report for Thursdays, like my team recognition, and then she saves it like in Dropbox, and then I actually go out and share it with the team, but she puts it together for me.
Mm-hmm.
And just little odd jobs, like how she put my challenge group script in here for me.
Okay.
Things like that.
All right.
So
very cool.
Same thing with my blog. I create all the content. I save the drafts, but she goes out. I gave her my password. She goes out and she posts them for me, ties them back to Pinterest for me so that I can get followers that way too. So.
Mm-hmm. So how do you feel like it helps you with clear up your time? Like, does it make it where you feel like you can work with your team better and your family and things like that? I mean, like, what do you feel like the benefits of your guys? This is not what the call's about, but I just want to know. So I could actually stop the recording. Does anybody have any calls on Asana? Any questions on Asana at all? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Thank you, Lindsay, so much for being on and teaching us about Asana. I really, really appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
So I think I'm going to be using it for sure. Thank you guys for watching back. Talk to you later. Bye.